In this video you will learn some basic to advanced techniques to move an object along any path. Like this little dot moving along straight line, or any custom paths, or moving it along perfect circular path, etc. And how you can do same thing with any object or logo like this, and some other things you need to know to make any other animations related to path animation. So, let's start with a new Fusion composition, and open it in the Fusion page. I am just using a black background. Connect your background to the Media Out node. Now we will create this little circle, or we can say a dot. Grab a background node and also connect an ellipse node to its mask input. Let's see this in the left preview window. We can change its color by changing the color of the background node. Now merge this onto our background image like this. We can change the size of this dot from here, or from its width and height also. But we want a perfect circle, and we can right-click on height, then click on expression. And connect the height with its width. So that we change its size simultaneously to keep it a perfect circle. So here we have created a little dot on a black background. If I move the center position of this ellipse node to left side like this and add a keyframe. And at the end of the clip I move this to right side. You can see a path has been created automatically for its animation. This is the most basic form of a path which is created automatically whenever we animate any object using X and Y coordinates. We can also modify the path and make it a curve. Now let's reset this center parameter by double-clicking on it. We can create our custom path by using this polygon node. With this polygon node selected, we can draw any shape or path, here on the preview screen. If you accidentally click and add extra point, just use Ctrl-Z to undo. Or turn on this Modify Only option. So, we can select all these points and make the curve smooth from here. We can also modify individual points. We need not to connect this polygon node to the pipeline if we only want to use this path. But if you want to show this line in your animation, you can connect the polygon node with the pipeline. So, let's try to merge it here by using a merge node. Make it sure to connect it with the green input, because it will automatically get connected with the blue mask input. Now we can increase its border width to see it. If you want to change its color, just use a background node and connect it like this. This background node allows us to change the color. Coming back to the main topic, let's use this as a path to animate the little dot along this path. First of all, we need to delete this keyframe. Because whenever we add a polygon node, a keyframe is added automatically. So, just click on it to remove this keyframe. Now right-click here and select Publish. This means we have published this path, and now we can use this path information in any other node. Even if we disconnect this node from this pipeline. Now select the ellipse node and right-click on Center and click on Path. This will turn on the Modifiers tab. Delete the keyframe which is added automatically. Now right-click here. Go to, Connect to. Then Polygon 1, then click on Value. Now go to Path 1. You can see the dot is connected with our path, and we can change its position from this displacement option. Let's connect this polygon and see this line. With the ellipse node selected, you can animate the dot along this path as you want, using this displacement control. Now if you want to create another path, add another polygon node. Always rename the node if you are using more than one path. Otherwise, you will get confused. Now draw the path, remove this keyframe, and publish it. Go to the ellipse. Reset this first and then right-click and select Path. Go to Modifiers tab, delete this keyframe. Right-click here, Connect to, select our new polygon, then Value. Now go to this path and change its displacement. Try it few times, it's very easy. Now if you want to animate this dot along a circular path. Unfortunately, you cannot use this ellipse node or this rectangle node. Because you can see these nodes don't have that option. Like this polygon node. So, let's delete these ellipse and rectangle nodes. There is another way to make circular path. Let's grab a new polygon node. We can create the perfect circle using this polygon node. So, with this polygon node selected, right-click anywhere in the preview screen. Go to Polyline, then go to Create. Here we can create a circle or a rectangle. Let's click on the ellipse for making a circle and type here the values and click on OK. Let me merge this on our background to see this. Now we can see the circle. We can select all points to change its position. Now do the same thing, delete this keyframe, right-click and publish it. Now go to our yellow ellipse, and do the same process to connect this dot with the circular path. You can see now it is moving along the circle. And we don't need to connect this node with our pipeline to use its path. So, instead of this yellow circle, if you want to use any other object like this logo, just bring that logo and merge on the background like this. And in its merge node, we can connect its center position to our path. Just do the same process to connect it. See, it is moving along this path. Keep in mind, you cannot change the size of logo from here. Because this option is made for changing the size of overall path. See, it is increasing the size of path, not the logo. To change the size of logo, just use this Tools tab as we use it normally. Let's make it smaller. So, now you can see the logo is moving along this path. Moreover, these other options can be useful, for example, if you want to change the location of the overall path. I already covered this option, it changes the size of the path or this polyline. These parameters are for changing the path rotation on X, Y and Z axis. Finally, this heading offset is most useful control. Let's see another example to learn it in a better way. So, here I have connected this arrow to this path in similar way. And this heading offset is doing nothing. But if we go to Tools, and we know this angle option can be used to change the angle of our arrow. And if you right-click and select Connect to, then Path and then Heading. Now the arrow will always be pointing towards this line while the movement. And this heading offset can be used to change the angle of the arrow, in case we want to adjust its heading direction. Sometimes you may face another problem when you resize this arrow or any other object. I will talk about that problem in part 2 of this video, where you can also learn the arrow animation like this. Until then, keep practicing and don't forget to check out my other documentary style editing tutorials. See you in another tutorial.